There was this Minecraft one. I built a 380 block tall pyramid in vanilla Minecraft. We're gonna watch this one, nations. We need to watch some Minecraft content. Okay, we need to get Minecraft
this
into
is a
us.
default
Okay.
jungle temple, and this is a giant version.
We're
I
watching
spent
a pyramid.
weeks upgrading
Pyramid
because the
build!
original
Here we
kind of
go.
Sucks. The only thing worse than a jungle temple, though, is a desert pyramid.
Hey! No, it's the backwards. That is backwards. The jungle temple is way worse than the desert temple. I mean, maybe it has a little bit more fundamental use in terms of like exploring it, but God. Also, feel free to say hi to
The
YouTube
design is
nationers.
super boring and they're pretty bland to explore.
Okay,
To
yeah,
fix
that's understandable.
This, I'm upgrading the design and building the biggest pyramid ever created in Minecraft. This giant build will be over 380 blocks tall and 75 million blocks in size. It will include loads of interior to explore with traps, dungeons, and
that's
kind
kinda cool.
to find.
Oh, that's pretty
Before
cool.
I begin, I post huge builds like this every single week. So please consider subscribing so you don't miss the next
Mango.
video.
Shout out The
If
Mango.
you
Make sure to
enjoy
go subscribe to the
please
channel
leave
if
a
you
like
enjoy it.
and a comment, as it really helps grow the channel. And if you don't enjoy the video, please subscribe so that I know you didn't like it. Anyway, let's begin. There are going to be two main steps to building this. First, we're going to need
He's
to make the
getting some of that
exterior,
world edited.
and then we're going to need to spend ages making the interior. To start the exterior, I copied a thin piece of terrain right above the void, so that we'd have the full height limit to work with, starting from -64 and going all the way up to a new height limit of 320. This means we can make the build absolutely huge. I couldn't find a desert big enough, so I decided to quickly turn the ocean into a huge flat desert.
It's honestly kind of
which I
smart.
covered in a couple of dead trees, cacti, and rocks.
That looks
For the
actually pretty
trees, I
cool.
went with a very branchy look, using
I like
a mix
that.
of both fences and gates.
I like that.
I want you to keep in mind how big this area is, as I completely messed it up. I thought I'd made plenty of space to work with, but once I pasted
He's
down
gonna-
the base
he's
of
gonna
the
get rid of
pyramid,
all of it.
covered the entire area that I just terraformed.
Why is that so real? If you guys have ever like done anything in World Edit, or that is so real. You think you have way more space than you thought you did, and then you realize you didn't, and this happens. I've done that when I've been building things for the Chunk SMP, and I've been like, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So yeah, I feel this
I
pain.
expanded the area, and you can tell just how big the pyramid is based on how glitchy it looks on camera. That's not my monitor, that's just the game trying to visualize that many layered blocks. I'll be working on thickening the terrain.
That's
as
how I built
add
my second
details,
base. I
though,
swear I built it far
which
from my
should fix
starter.
the issue. To give you an idea of the size, here's a pig in front of the pyramid. It's absolutely huge. You can only imagine how it's going to look once we start to add all of the details. I wanted to spice up the terrain a bit, so I added in a small oasis area. I didn't want to take attention away from the pyramid, and so I only added in one and kept it relatively simple, with a couple of palm trees. Seeing as I only made 2 trees, I decided to hand make each, using cocoa beans as coconuts on the top of the trees.
Oh, that's
I
kind of
then
smart.
added in a couple
kinda
more
smart.
rocks around the oasis, and I was done with the terrain. It was so nice to work on such a simple terrain.
Yeah, it
after
looks
some
actually
of the
really good.
recent projects I've been working on.
Looks really, really nice. I mean, I guess it looks a little distracting
And now
because
we
there's
get to
nothing
begin
else.
actually working on the pyramid.
There's nothing else.
The first thing I did was switch the increment from going up 1 block at a time to 3 to help thicken out the pyramid and fix lighting issues. I
Oh,
kept
that's
it
kind of
1
cool.
block at the top though to help add some extra depth and make it look slightly more pointed. To improve this pyramid, we're basically going to just be adding on a bunch of extra details and sections, keeping it symmetrical other than where the entrance will go.
Yeah, he realized he only
The
needed to make a
first
quarter
of
of
these
it.
areas which I chose to add are some huge
Good on
spikes
him.
which go on each corner of the pyramid.
They look pretty
I'm
sick
sure
so
there's a
far.
technical term for them, but I have no clue what they're called. But I know that they look cool in all of the inspirational art that I've been looking at, so I decided to add them.
Rock on.
These go almost all of the way to build height, just being about 50 blocks shorter than
Oh,
the
we're
actual
building like the
pyramid.
Taj Mahal of.
Normally that would be quite a lot of blocks, but in this context, it's really not much. As you can see, throughout the build, I'll be keeping a very sand-based palette. Also mixing in
That's
some
good.
endstone bricks as they look amazing next to sandstone and fit the theme perfectly. I then began adding in some small arches along the side And then I created these huge arched sections.
I gotta like tilt
which
my
were
head
some
as
of
they
the
go.
edges of the lower
This
pyramid.
actually looks sick.
These will
I do
contain
like this
statues
part.
of the pharaohs, and so they need to be protected by the sun and undercover. Inside, I added in a basic floor design with some lighting to prevent too many shadows from forming. As per usual,
Time to
these
schematic
amazing
it.
statues were made by my friend Bob Geem, who also worked on a huge sphinx which will be adding out the front of the pyramid later. It's absolutely insane, so make sure to keep watching. I then
Pharaoh
copied
temple.
the finished area around the rest of the pyramid to give you an
Well, that's a
idea
lot.
of how
That's
it
a
will
lot
look
of
when
them.
finished.
My gosh, that's
Moving
a lot of
on,
them.
I added in some small ramp designs using stairs as the ramps. With the scale of the build, they'll just look like some flat ramps from the ground level once we're finished.
Okay.
I also raised up an area on the side of the pyramid, adding in a bunch of columns along it, which holds up a pathway. As you can tell, we're basically just working from the bottom of the pyramid.
It almost kind of seems like we're just covering the pyramid, but like when it's all said and done, it's gonna look sick. But it's so funny because it does kind of feel like we're just covering the pyramid. It does kind of feel like that.
Top, adding whatever looks good. I then once again copied the design around the entire pyramid. At this point, it was really starting to take shape. To make the pyramid look more stable, I built a couple of supports along the bottom wall, which would help to prevent it from collapsing during a storm, and just help to break up the shape a bit more. I thought a nice feature to add would be a section around the middle area which contains a bunch of tombs, which could be where workers who unalived during the building of the pyramid would lay to rest.
What
To
is
build
Vulcan,
these,
by the
I
way?
simply just made one of the tombs, adding in a couple of pillars and a basic support to attach it to the side of the pyramid. And I then just copied it along the entire building. In total, there are about 100 tombs added, which isn't ideal when you consider
Oh,
that
I like
about
that
10,000
spine
people
look with the
built each
wall.
pyramid.
That's really nice.
Hopefully most of them stayed alive though. Unrelated, but talking about 10,000, thank you all so much for the support lately. We're set to reach 10,000 subscribers today or tomorrow, and it genuinely means the world to me, so thank you all so much. It's insane to think that people actually sit down and watch these videos that I make. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Rock on, Mago.
Back to the build.
Oh, I
made
like
some
that.
more big
I like
progress on
that.
the pyramid, adding in once again more ramps and a second raised area.
Oh, so
On
he
this
just took
area,
those
I
things from
decided
down
to add
there
in
and
a
put
couple
them up
more
here.
of the statues, as they look so cool
so
and
high
as the lower
up.
ones are pretty much hidden. So I wanted to make the most of them, adding in some more which are more easily visible. Because they're less protected though, these statues would need more upkeep by the citizens. I then created a larger part sticking out, which would soon become the main tomb. This is where the most important people would be laid to rest, other than the most important pharaoh of course, as they'd be inside the actual pyramid.
The most important
I created
pharaoh.
some more arch designs and a section of cover to protect the tomb, before moving on and making the actual grand tomb itself.
Ooh,
which is
that
much
does
larger
kinda
than the
look
smaller ones
sick.
below. Seeing as we're getting close to the top, I decided to just go all of the way to the top and work my way down from here
okay.
on. I turned the top area to gold blocks.
I
which
see
the
what you mean
player
now,
can loot if
Sunkin.
they wanted to, but I'm not sure the gold is worth the really, really long walk to the top of the
No,
pyramid.
it is. It's 380
It
blocks.
takes
I
around
will do
5
it.
minutes to walk from the bottom of the pyramid to the top due to the size. To finish the
Is it though?
pyramid, I added in some super long ramps which go down the majority of the pyramid, connecting everything together. It helps to break up the shape without adding too much that you can't recognize the original pyramid
We need
shape.
something big in that little
And that was it
castaway
for the
area.
main exterior, other than the entrance of course, which we'll be working on right now.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't even look like a lot, but it is. It is a lot still.
The first thing I did was clear out an area in the center, which is where the pathway to enter the pyramid will
Here's
be.
the Sphinx.
On either side of this, I added in these huge Sphinx statues that I spoke about earlier, which as mentioned were made by Bob Geem.
Which is nice.
I'll
Which is
leave
nice
his
and
Twitter in the
thin.
description, make sure to check it out as he works on some insane builds. In the spot that I cleared out, I began work on some tool walls. To make the entranceway fit in, I'm pretty much
Time
just
to get
going
the
add in
schematic
a
out
bunch
and
of
build this in
tools all around it at different
in normal
heights,
Minecraft.
with some pillars and basic decorations.
That'd be
This
crazy.
should make it look very, very grand and very, very intimidating.
That'd
to
be
enter.
nuts.
I then finished the area by adding in a grand pathway up.
Well, what would that be? So you would take a square and you'd cut it in half. So if it's 380 blocks high by, I guess it's a pyramid. So would that also mean that it's, hold on, I'm trying to do math right now. I mean, if it's 380 blocks high, then it also have to be 380 blocks wide as well. So that's 380 by 380 times 380 and then cut in half. So how many, let's just theoretically say how much sandstone you would need for this. So if it's 380 times 380 times 380, because it's a cube, that is 54 million blocks. Then we're going to cut that into this 27,436,000 sandstone. That's not including all of like the random items that are in here. That's a lot.
And that was it for the exterior. Now we get to move on to the fun part, the interior.
This better be unpeaceful with all these shadows. Oh, it does actually look so sick. It does actually look so sick. Oh my goodness. Yeah, those are end stone blocks to give it a more like drier yellow. Oh yeah, we haven't even done the inside. We haven't even done the inside. Oh yeah, give me it.
For the entrance of the pyramid, I created a long hallway, which seemingly leads to
basically make
end.
every desert go extinct.
I really wanted it to feel like you're not meant to be exploring the pyramid,
especially on the chunk
so I hid
SMP.
a crack in the side of the wall, which you can venture into to continue exploring.
Cool. That's kind of cool.
This would lead to a much smaller, more claustrophobic hallway, which includes a hidden tripwire trap.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you set this off, it will fire lots of arrows and spawn some mobs, but also might drop some useful items like golden apples. I even managed to somehow do the redstone to make this work, which isn't like me at all.
I mean, to be fair, it is, yeah.
Room, I wanted to make
repeater
a
redstone, repeater
grand
redstone.
Staircase, which has a border similar to the one from Indiana Jones rested at the top of it. So anyone attempting to walk up the stairs would be in for a very heavy surprise. I kept the border very visible, so it would hopefully deter people from exploring further. Obviously,
oh, I like this. I like that ramp.
That
ramp looks really nice.
Very cool.
What is that? Maybe he just described it. Maybe I wasn't listening.
The next chamber I added is probably the most scary one of all. A huge maze.
A maze?
I was feeling evil when I made it.
Guys,
so
I need to do some maze stuff. I need to do like a maze.
And takes about 5 minutes to walk up before realizing you've gone the wrong way and have to go back.
I need to do some maze stuff, guys. I love mazes.
A few smaller parts to work as reference points, like some mob spawners, a lava area, and a very generous button that gives out free diamonds. If you want to explore this for yourself and get free diamonds, I'll be posting the world download for anyone to try if this video manages to reach 500 likes.
Oh, sick.
Moving on deeper into the pyramid.
We gotta download this map. We gotta like actually explore this.
I felt it was necessary to have mobs in the tomb. I included a lot of mobs to fight in the dungeon, including some phantoms which have their spawners far above the player. So you'd have to bridge up to destroy them or put up with the waves of phantoms constantly flying down. There's some ores.
That's kind of cool. I didn't even think about phantom. I've never seen phantom spawners.
For getting so far. To get to the next room though, you need to parkour up, which might be difficult with all of the phantoms and skeletons attacking you.
Yes.
The next chamber is the
world might download might have to make this a
site.
schematic and never use.
To progress further, you need to find the key and drop it into the hopper to open up the sand door. This key is hidden in a cave under one of the graves.
That
which
sounds
have conveniently
cool.
been opened
Rod, just
up.
remembered I got to do this one maze, but I won't be over 2 weeks while my room gets cleaned. Just making sure I don't get sick like that.
I'll leave you to explore that for yourself.
Gotta fumigate the room.
Finally, if
the world downloads on on Bedrock
you'll enter the
mobile edition.
This is the largest area of all.
Oh yeah. Oh, this looks sick so far. Okay. Oh, I like those. I like this. I really like this. This like these half-angled brackets. I like that.
Classic desert pyramid.
Well, you see them on like chest and whatnot.
Blue terracotta.
Like it's a desert temple in Minecraft. In no Minecraft. How does one get this creative? I mean, it seems like he's building a simple wall and like building one, multiplying it, posting it up. Like it seems like a lot of it is pretty simple, at least. Like I'm sure the task of doing it is a lot. But he makes like one column and duplicates it. So it looks like there's a lot of individual placing, but you can tell it's a lot. But it does look pretty cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Watch out for the silverfish. Watch out for the silverfish, the skeletons. Oh, this adventure music nation. Maybe we download this onto a map and we all get on it. Explore. I mean, I guess this is more like an individual, but I'm sure we could still beat some mobs. Probably don't want to touch those. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, when you go to the heart of it. I mean, I knew that this looked like... Oh, and there's going to be TNT that blew up. Yep. Yo, that... Huh? That wasn't even the most insane thing that he's made. Guys, we're going to have to watch this video at some point. I built Minecraft's ultimate jungle temple. This looks way cooler than this pyramid. Mind you, this pyramid looks crazy. Has it reached 500 likes? It most definitely has. I'm going to download this right now and we're going to go play it.